Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here then hello, welcome. Oh my god, I didn't even like, so I've just filmed this video, I didn't even say like happy 1 year to me on YouTube. I mean, this is going up the day after, but we've been here a year. Oh my god, it's very what's the word, like significant video. This it's my New Year's Eve glam. We've got glam. This is all full New Year's Eve ready glam, whatever you want to call it. We've been a year on YouTube, we're going into a new year. Wow, this is crazy. But yeah, anyway, this is the look we've created. I've given you, I didn't do my hair like in the video, but like obviously hair reveal, don't know how I feel about it, but we're moving on from that. Outfit reveal, what I'm going to be wearing. I'm actually going at New Year's Day, so this is what I'm wearing New Year's Day. This is probably what my makeup's going to be like. But yeah, I've given you a full tutorial and just a little chat going into the new year. That is crazy. A little bit of inspo for you all. But yeah, this is the look. I'm obsessed with it. My top tips for like New Year's Eve makeup. Obviously you want it to last and to stay on all night. You want to be partying till 6 o'clock in the morning and still looking glam. So that is what I've given you. This is the look. Before we get into it, like, subscribe, especially subscribe. If you're still watching my videos and it's the end of the year and you're not subscribed yet, subscribe please, because it'll really like make my year. But yeah, let's get into it. This look coming up for you. Mwah. Right, let's get straight on into it. We are doing New Year's, well, I actually am not going out New Year's Eve, but New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. I'm going out New Year's Day this year, which I've actually never done before. I'm just going on my soap brow. I love the idea of like a new year. Like I am so ready for it. So I'm filming this the like in between bit between Christmas and New Year's, and like whenever it gets to the end of the year I'm like, I'm ready for it. Like give me a fresh new year. I want to redo my goals, redo my vision board. I love that part of New Year. I just don't really enjoy going out on New Year's Eve. It's different for me. I am working. Obviously I think we've got the go ahead for New Year's Eve now. I'm pretty sure. I've not heard anything different, so I'm pretty sure it is all going ahead. So I'm always fully booked New Year's Eve. It's a crazy day, and the thought of like getting myself ready after that, I just not really feeling it. And I can't lie, I've only ever really had like 1 or 2 good New Year's, and the ones that have been good have been abroad. So do you know what I mean? I'm here this New Year's, I'm just not really feeling it. But obviously I do want to go out, so me and Lily are going out on New Year's Day instead, which, do you know what, I love. Harry's not a New Year's Eve person, so we normally just stay in. The eyelashes are now starting to get on my nerves, but we're just trying to hold on for dear life. Yeah, Harry's not really a New Year's Eve person, so the last couple of years we've just, obviously last year was different, like we couldn't even go out, but we just normally stay in, get a takeaway, and then I'll be fresh for like New Year's Day, and then I can go out and let my hair down, celebrating the new year. I'm just going on my P. Louise base and I'm just prepping my lids. But that being said, like I said, I like New Year's. I like the change and I'm ready for it. And of course my New Year's Eve, like I love anyway, because I'm glamming everyone up, like I'm seeing everyone. It doesn't, again, because like I love my job, it don't feel like I'm working. I can just like find out what everyone else is doing and just, you know, do all that sort of stuff without having the stress of going out myself. But I do have a New Year's Day outfit, which, I mean, I should have planned it better, because after the amount I've eaten this Christmas, I don't think it's like the best outfit, but I mean, I've got to wear it because I don't think it will, like, it's not a normal night out outfit. It really suits like what I'm doing, the New Year's sort of dress code, do you know what I mean? So I've got to wear it, so let's just not eat for the next couple of days. But New Year's Eve makeup, it essentially, again, full coverage, like glitter, just the bigger the better really. I feel like New Year's Eve, if you love makeup, want to get out of your comfort zone with the makeup, like New Year's Eve is the time to do it. So I am wearing chocolate brown for New Year's Day, so I'm going to do sort of that kind of makeup look. Feel like, again, it's quite a staple for New Year's to just go for like browns and stuff, because you're going to be probably wearing like glitter, gold, like even your outfit, so brown is like a safe colour. So I'm going to be using my Clientele Be Perfect palette. This is, again, battered. I've smashed the mirror, everything, so I've got like bad luck coming my way as well, which is also amazing, but oh, so dirty. But I'm going to go in with Too Much on my Morphe M519 brush. It's like a blending brush, but it's nice and dense, and I'm gonna pack this colour on. I want to, again, keep this nice and circular, so I'm just packing this colour on my lid, so like feeling where that crease is and just buffing this colour in. This is quite a dark brown, but I feel like I'm gonna be brave today and go for it. I say brave, it's still browns, it's not the end of the world. I'm over the point of caring with these lashes. I feel like it's really hard to avoid ruining them, but lovely. Packed that all on. I want it quite intense, so I'm really packing the pigment on. That's the way, like, the best way to get a lot of pigment is by packing the colour on. Stunning. I'm going to do one eye and then obviously the other eye camera as always. And then I'm going to go in probably with a mixture of Sandy and Dirty Tan, so they're like very neutral, bit more of like an orangey undertone to them, but yeah, they're quite similar, so I'm just going to do a mixture of the two. And on my Molly Cosmetics MC24 brush, I'm literally just buffing this out, just going around the edges with a light hand and just buffing this out. When I feel like there's less product on, I will then like start to flick it out. So obviously I want to keep this rounded, I don't want it to be a proper wing, but you want to still buff it into the skin. This is actually a really simple eye look, to be fair, because I'm not like doing a cut crease or anything like that. I'm going back in with that Too Much shade and just building up that pigment again, just because obviously when we buff it out we do lose some of it, and we still want to keep it nice and intense. And then the same again with the other two shades, and then buffing it out so there's no harsh lines, and then slowly just dragging it really light-handedly as well, just so there's no like, so if you go in too heavy you can start picking up the product, and obviously we don't want to do that, so just nice and light. So I'm just going to leave it like this for now, and that's literally our shadow part done. I'm then gonna go in with like a pigment glitter on my Peaches and Cream brush. I'm picking up the shimmer in this palette called Bronzy, so it's like a dark chocolatey bronze shimmer, and I'm actually just placing this all over the lid. I'm not like cutting my crease. I want it to be, obviously it's New Year's Eve, so I want it to be as shimmery as possible. So I'm literally going all over where I put that dark shade and just like building this shimmer up, because it's New Year's Eve, why not? This is gonna go perfect with my outfit. And I'm just going over with that blending brush, like the second brush I use, and again just blending it all nicely in. And again I'm just keep going in with this shimmer just because we want it to be intense. So I love that. And then again, because it's New Year's Eve, I mean, I know I have lashes on right now, so probably not the best thing to do, but I'm just over them a little bit at the moment. So we are going to go in with Morphe M326 brush, which is a tiny like shader brush, so like that. And I'm going to go in with the Just Black in this palette, and I'm going to smoke out the liner like along the lash line. To be fair, if you are got a few extensions and missing a few like of your lashes, going in with a smoked liner actually like blends it quite nicely, so then you like don't really look like you've got a lot of gaps, and it'll just like intensify. It's just a nightmare to then get it off. Wow. Oh, I love it. I don't know, I'm sitting on a slant, sorry, this chair's broken, so I will try to keep turning back, but the chair broke. But yeah, we just cleaned up underneath, and I'm gonna actually go and do my under eye now as well. So just any leftover P. Louise base that's on my hand, I'm just gonna go and put this underneath, buff this along. and really simply just gonna go and do the same on the under eye. So with my Molly Cosmetics MC14 brush, which again is like a tiny little bullet brush, I'm going in with too much and just running this along the bottom of my lash line, connecting it to the top like so. And then again on my Morphe M562, which is a tiny little blending brush, mixing both sandy and dirty tan, and then just gonna run this along the bottom of my lash line just to buff it out, again connecting it to the top and buffing it into the skin so you're nice and seamless. And then I'm gonna go in with a black pencil. So this is my Morphe in Darkroom, and I'm gonna put this in my waterline just to again really intensify this eye. I feel like New Year's Eve, this is where you can get away with going nice and heavy on the eye, and literally I'm obsessed with this. I don't know what I'm doing about my lashes yet. I feel like I'm going to leave it till the end to sort of see. I mean, there is quite a few still in there, and it doesn't look bad. It looks quite nice, but then I don't know whether because it's New Year's Eve I can go all out and add a pair of lashes as well, and then it'd be like mwah. But that is the eye look. Very simple, but like I feel like, I mean at the moment I look a bit bizarre because we've only got one eye, but just intense, like a bit heavier on the eyes, but it's New Year's Eve, we can do that. And obviously you want to have glitter on your eyes on New Year's Eve. I feel like that is a must. Even if you don't like glitter, I feel like it's New Year's, come on, push the boat out. And yeah, stunning, especially if you're not like, I have a lot of people that don't like shimmer because they like quite a natural eye or whatever, or like they just like matte browns like on their eyes. But I feel like this is giving that New Year's Eve edge without it being like in your face. So I feel like you could get away with this, do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna go off the camera, I'm gonna do the other eye, and then I'm gonna go onto our skin. In a minute, this is a close-up of the eye. It's just nice, brown, smoky, lovely. But yeah, I will be back when the other eye is done. Right, that is the eyes done. I'm literally obsessed with it. I feel like I've not done a brown look in a while. Right, now we're gonna go on to our face. So, it's New Year's Eve, so you want your makeup to last all night, okay? This is the biggest night of the year. If you're out partying until 6 o'clock in the morning, you want to make sure that it's not budging. And I've actually really been liking All Nighter face primer at the minute. Obviously, I love the All Nighter setting spray, and I feel like that setting spray literally keeps your makeup on forever. So this has got to do the trick. And to be fair, my makeup does always last, I can't lie to you. I always feel like it never comes off when I go out, so I'm obviously doing something right. Do something right. And same like with my clients and stuff. There's one thing everyone always says, it's like they don't know what makeup artists do, but for some reason when we do our makeup it don't come off. Don't know, but here we are. So I've obviously gone in with my leader, and then I'm now going in with the All Night face primer. I like it because it obviously is tacky, and that's the best thing to like grip your foundation on. And then so for New Year's Eve, you want to play it safe with your base, to be fair. You don't want to be trying out a new foundation, or do you know what I mean, no experimenting. You want to know that your foundation is gonna last, your makeup's gonna last, it's gonna look flawless, all of the above. And so I'm going in with a classic. It's my ultimate fave foundation. It's the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in the shade Barcelona. This is the best foundation that I've discovered as of yet in this makeup world because it just lasts, and obviously it's flawless. It just suits like all skin types. It's my favourite for clients, etc, etc, etc. When you are applying it, obviously like I said, you want it to last for New Year's, so press it into the skin. I'm literally not moving the brush hardly, but I'm pushing it in, like patting it all into my skin. That way it's gonna last the longest and gives you the best coverage, best like full glam that you need. I love this foundation as well because it is full coverage, don't get me wrong, like I'm full to the max, but like it doesn't, it's not cakey in the slightest. It doesn't feel like I've got loads on. It just feels nice, and let me tell you, it is flawless. For maximum flawlessness, coverageness, longevity of this makeup, you then want to go in with your beauty sponge, beauty blender, whatever you want to call it, and I'm gonna go over all of this and really push it into my skin. This will just even everything out, and just like any brush strokes that you might have had. I mean, you shouldn't, if you are patting your makeup, like there shouldn't be a lot of brush marks, but if there is, this will do the trick and just blend it all in. And like you see now, it picks up like any residue or whatever, so it's all in your skin. Do you know what I mean? It's all pushed in. Lovely. So for concealer today, I'm going to go on my Tarte. So I use light medium. This is again like my full coverage concealer that I love. So I'm just doing it down the centre of my face where we want to highlight, and then obviously under eye. So under eye, I go in with less concealer now, to be fair. I put it like on the sides of my nose and obviously right in that corner where your back is, but I don't do a full like triangle moment anymore. We just keep it there, and then I will just put a bit here as well. That's gonna like lift your face. Obviously, as the concealer works as like a highlighting tool, that is gonna highlight and lift your face up and complement your structure in your face. And then yeah, we're gonna buff this out. So I'm gonna use just a nice fluffy brush, and again I'm just patting it into the skin, and then a sort of buff. What I like to do with my chin is I pat it, and then I will start to drag it upwards like here on either side of my mouth, and again that is going to help with the structure of your face, and that is going to lift everything. And then when you obviously go to put in your contour, like that is just underneath the contour, so it helps in that sense. Straight down my nose, just lightly going upwards and down. Upwards and down, that don't sound right. Upwards and downwards, and then patting onto the forehead and like spreading it out. But essentially I am patting. I'm not being rough with it, because obviously you want maximum coverage and you want it to last. Same with the under eye, so I'm just going to start patting. To be fair, the placement of the concealer is where it's going to stay. Like you don't need to like drag it out and stuff, so you just need to pat it along, and obviously dragging it upwards to help lift your face. Still patting though, and obviously you are being careful of that eyeshadow that you placed, because you don't want to disrupt it. Lovely. Same on the other side, patting, dragging this bit up to lift. The less movement the better, to be fair. I'm then going to go in with my light for my Tarte, and I'm literally just putting a dot right in that inner corner just to lighten it a little bit, like honestly the tiniest amount, but this is just going to brighten that inner corner. And again, you're just literally patting where you put that, just to give that eye a little pop. Can you see? Just a nice brightening effect, which will really then cancel out your dark bags. Then for contour, it feels like it's been a while. I haven't done like a full glam in so long. I've been obviously just using my Refy and stuff, but I'm going back in with my All Night Long foundation stick in Hazelnut, because this is my favourite for like a full coverage contour, on my little angled brush, and I'm just patting that at the tops of my cheekbones. Again, we are patting, we are not swiping, just upwards and down along that contour line, adding some colour back into the skin. But like if the product is good, you do not need to work a lot with it. Like that is literally already blended out. Same on the jawline. The jawline I do swipe a little bit just to distribute the product, and then I will pat it under the chin. Same on the other side. So just like a few swipes onto the brush. I'm not going in with loads because it is quite intense. And then you just want to pat it along that line again, working it in. Again, the reason I love this angled brush is because it does all the work for you. It's just so much easier. You don't want to take your contour obviously too low or too high. You want it to start literally here, right at the like top of your ear. And then same on the forehead, but we are starting it here, right on the temple, where we finished that concealer. So start it there and then you are buffing it upwards. Again, to lift that face. And then for a bit of nose contour, because it's New Year's Eve, like, of course, we are gonna be going all out with a bit of nose contour as well. So again, my Dull Beauty DB7 brush, which is just like a thicker concealer brush. I'm gonna get a bit of that foundation stick on it. And I'm just gonna draw 2 lines down the center, really light-handed, joining it up to the top of my brow all the way down. Closer your lines together, the skinnier your nose looks. And then I'm going to drag mine all the way down because I've got a larger nose at the bottom. So you obviously want to get rid of that. And then a bit underneath just to lift it. And it looks crazy right now, but I'm going to leave it like this. Obviously, eventually I'm going to blend it out, but I like it to sit there for a little bit. And then again, going back now in with the sponge and just patting over my whole face. This is when I'm going to pat on my nose contour. I'm not going to distribute it. I'm literally just patting over it. And same with the whole face because I'm pushing it into the skin to give that flawless base like that. And then my favourite bit, I'm going to go in with my cream blush. I'm going in with blush and I'm going in with pink sugar. I feel like because it's a brown look, I want it to be a bit more warm than like bright. So this peach shade is lovely. I'm going to put a bit on the back of my hand. And then with my Molly Cosmetics MC7, I'm going to warm it up on the back of my hand. And I'm going to focus it like on the high points. I am bringing it to the apples, but you want to go in the same direction as that contour. So you want to like lift your whole face up. If you start to just putting it like on the apples, it's going to mess up the contouring. On my forehead, my chin, and then on my nose a little bit. Love it. So intense, but I'm here for it. I'm just gonna go over my neck a little bit to blend in the contour. Love it. My skin looks glowing. Honestly, it makes such a difference when you just take your time with like blending everything. I'm just gonna blend this bit a little bit just because that line's a little harsh. Perfect. Right, we're all done cream contour wise. I'm now going to set my face. I try different powders, but it just always come back to the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, especially because it is New Year's Eve. We want to make sure that our setting powder is good. We don't want this budging. You want to stick to your trusty favourite, so this is why I'm going to stick with this. I am going to need my sponge and that concealer brush. I'm going to pick up the powder on my damp sponge. And the biggest tip with baking, everyone always asks me like, I don't know how to bake, whatever. You need to be generous with how much you get. You really want to push that product on. I'm going to go over my under eyes with that concealer brush. You don't want to set no creasing, so make sure all your creasing is gone. And then I'm going to drag it down the side of my nose to help with that nose contour. And then I'm pushing it in. And then I'm going to pick up another little bit, and I'm not going to push in as much, and I'm going to leave it to bake there. And I'm also going to take a bit here, again, where you put that concealer, just to bake that line. So same again, picking up a lot of product. And then starting from, this is why this sponge is so good, because it's got a big point. You're going to drag it down the side of your nose, that's where you're starting. And then literally just where that corner is, doesn't matter if you go over the eyeshadow a little bit, like it don't really matter, we can fix that in the end. But just pushing that in, and then we're going to pick up another little bit, and I'm just going to not push in as much and just leave it. Then the rest of my face, I push it all the way in. So like my chin, any leftover bits, I'm just going to really push that in. Around the mouth, obviously if you're going to a packed place and you're going to get a bit sweaty, you want to set your top of your mouth. Girls, it's normal, we all get a Sula. Right, and then centre of my forehead, I'm again pushing this bit in. So that is the first lot of baking done. I'm then gonna bronze my skin up because right now I'm looking a little bit crazy. So I'm gonna go in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. This is in dark, and I'm using my Morphe M527 brush, which is really big to be fair. But I love it because it's nice and fluffy, so really light handly. Just in that angled position, we're just warming up the face. And because it's like, you still want to keep a light pressure, although we are swiping, which you just have to be really light with it. Same on the other side. Like I'm barely touching my face. And then on my forehead, we're just dusting. And then this is when our second bake comes into play. So again, picking up your sponge. I have got this sponge which has a flat surface. So I'm going to use a flat surface. And I'm going to be generous with how much I'm picking up. Again. And because this is flat, it's so easy. And we're going to bake our jaw, our contour lines here. So like I said, top of the ear here, straight down to your chin, I mean to your lips. It should be easy to just get one sweep with your contour, so that's how it should look. And then that's when you know as well that you're not taking it too high or too low. And then you're just going to leave that here while we do our blush. So for blush, I'm literally obsessed with this HMB Cosmetics Dare to Be Different blush. This is self-made. It looks so pale, but it's the most stunning blush ever. And obviously their blusher brush, which in a previous video I've spoke about, it's so good. And you're just patting it in between that bake and that bake. That's where you know you're placing it in the right place, because you can still see ripples, but you're dragging it up. Bit on my forehead, down my nose, and on my chin. Get some life back into your face. And then I do my brows. So obviously we have already used the Revolution soap styler to coat our brows. I'm going to go in with my spoolie bit and just reposition these brows, just in case I've knocked them or anything. But like you can see, the soap is still in them. Then this is the Morphe brow pencil in Chocolate Mousse. So I'm just going to fill in my brows. I'm going along the bottom first, just to create that shape. And I've got a couple of gaps, which are really annoying. And then I'm just literally brushing through them. I hate a defined brow, like a full-on defined brow, do you know what I mean? Still trying to keep them like fluffy. And then I will go through the top and just do hair strokes. That is one done, and then I'm going to do the same on the other eye, and then back in with the spoolie just to blend it all. So that's that done. Then this is when I wipe the bake away. So Dull Beauty DB10 brush. You just want a really fluffy brush, really light-handedly brush this off, but like flawless. I then do go back in with my bronzer just to not have any harsh lines. I don't like a complete harsh contours. I've not picked up any additional product, but I've just gone over it. And then we will add some more nose contour, which you've seen me do hundreds of times, but I'm going in with the Hoola Contourist palette, and I'm actually going in with Hoola to do my nose contour, just because it's a little bit more cooler. Right, then as always at this point I will spray my face. I'm gonna go in with a Morphe Set and Mist, which I love this one because it literally like melts your makeup together. And what you want to do is not move when you've sprayed your face, because that defeats the object. If I start lifting my eyebrows, making loads of movement, you're just gonna create creases in your face. So just like look really miserable for about 2 minutes. So once that's dry, I'm going in with Shock Horror Dull Beauty 2022 Wolf Island highlighter, I promise. But I'm just on again the high points of my face, just going in with the darker one. I believe it's Shine Bright. And like again, it's New Year's Eve, we can go a little bit more intense with the highlighter. I am gonna go in with a smaller brush for the nose, because we have just worked on this nose contour. We are not gonna just go all over it. So with a small brush, I'm going down the center, so a little dot on the nose just to lift it. I'm then gonna check on my eyes, obviously where we did bake and everything. The underneath might be a little bit battered, so I mean it shouldn't be, but I normally just go in with that second brush, like the buffing brush, and go over the edges. Because it's New Year's, I'm gonna go in with a bit of highlighter in my inner corner. I never do this, but it's New Year's, so the glitterier the better. So the best tip I can sort of say with sticking lashes over extensions, like when a client comes to me but they want me to put lashes on as well, you basically need a lash that looks like an extension. You don't want any like winged out ones, you don't want any different like designs, like gappy ones. You want them to look as fluffy and as eyelash extensions as possible. So I'm going in with Cash Beauty. I'm going in Twilight because I feel like they're rounded, fluffy, and they do look like eyelash extensions. I'm just, obviously you can't add mascara or anything like normal, so I'm just gonna add these lashes quickly. Going in with Duo Glue. Duo Glue is the best glue. Right, that is the lashes on. I can't lie to you, it is a bit more fiddly when you have lash extensions on because you have to get over the curliness of the lashes, but perseverance, they will go on. And to be fair, it's difficult in that sense, but they blend so much nicer when you've got lash extensions on. These are the lashes on. I like the fact that I added lashes. I feel like it needed it because it just needed a intense moment. So for lips, to match this look, of course I'm gonna go in a Sweet Tea from Morphe. I actually used Bite Me the other day, which is also a lovely colour. I'm then gonna go in my Dull Beauty C'est La Vie. I mean, I need a new one of these, but this is my favourite like peachy lipstick, which obviously goes perfectly with like the blush that I added. And then, because it's New Year's Eve, we're going to go in with my Vive Lip Dew, which has obviously the sparkle tint, which looks unreal. And then, to set this all in place, I'm going in with my Urban Decay All Nighter. This stuff smells disgusting, but your makeup does not budge. It's like a brick wall. And obviously with that primer as well, this makeup will not budge all night, which is what you need. But what I like to do, so obviously still trying not to talk as much, it's hard when I'm filming a video, but let this sink in. I'm dry anyway, so this step, take it or leave it, but especially if I'm out all night, I want to make sure like it's not budging. But if you're oily and you're worried about your makeup coming off, I spray my face, then I go in with a pressed powder. So in this case, it's the Maybelline Fit Me, or like my Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm just gonna pat any bits where it would get a bit oily. So like your forehead, on your chin, under eye, like in that T section here, where all your pores are. I'm just gonna go over this, and again, your makeup will not budge. And like any bits, I've just putting the highlighter by accident. Any bits that you just want to tidy up, I always go in with this pressed powder at the end. And look at that. That is my New Year's Eve and makeup look complete. Obsessed. Like this makeup will last all night. It's literally not going to budge. And it's New Year's Eve. Go all out. Do you know what I mean? One night of the year, we're doing it. We're going all out. Glitter, bigger the better. Intense. Just go for it. Because you can. But yeah, this is the finished look. I'm now going to go sort my hair out, and I'm going to put my outfit on that I'm wearing so you get a little sneak peek of like my vision with this outfit. And yeah, I'll be back with that. Hi guys. I feel New Year's Eve glam. This hair hasn't gone to plan. The top's not working the way I want it to, but it is what it is. This is the finished look. So literally just full glam. I don't know if I will have my hair like this on the actual day, but I wanted to try something new. So yeah, this is the finished look. This is the outfit. I mean, you can't really see it, but it's literally glittery brown trousers, flared legs, and yeah, it's from, obviously, it's from Catherine. Like, it's obvious that it was going to be from Catherine, her little boutique, but I'm so excited to wear this. I hadn't tried this on since I bought it. Obviously, where I do the pictures with her, I try everything on, and I'm like, I want that, I want that, I want that, and I picked this up ages ago. I'm going to, I mean, most of you probably heard of it, I'm going to Glitterbox on New Year's Day, which is like an event. And I mean, I am fully glitterified. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, this is my outfit and my hair and my makeup all done for my New Year's Eve / day glam. I hope you all enjoy it. I hope this helps. Just enjoy it. Go bigger the better. It's New Year's Eve. And yeah, I can't believe we're going into 2022. That is crazy. But whatever you are doing, enjoy it. I hope you have a lovely scene of the new year in. And yeah, this is gonna be the last video, and then it'll be the new year, and I cannot wait for it. I literally can't wait. I'm ready to set new goals just to really smash it next year. I feel like that is the year. Obviously this year was still a bit up in the air because of, like, I still worked at my other job, but like going into this new year, I'm full-time doing this. I really need to like knuckle down and put everything I've got into this, which I've got lots of ideas already, lots of things that I want to be doing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited. But yeah, I hope you all have a lovely evening. I hope you've enjoyed watching this and it gives you some inspo for what to do for New Year's. Oh my god, my hair, I don't know how I'm feeling about it. I don't know if I've done it right. Before you leave, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the new year, guys. Bye guys. Mwah.